So, you've pulled up your natal chart for the first time, and now you're staring at a circle full of strange symbols and lines. It probably looks less like the key to your personality and more like a complex schematic for a spaceship, right? It can feel like trying to read a language from another planet. You hear people talking about their big three or saying something is so Capricorn, and you're just nodding along, wondering what it all means. Well, the good news is, you're in exactly the right place to finally crack the code. Think of me as your personal translator for the cosmos. We're going to walk through this map together, step by step, starting with your all-important Big Three. My goal is that by the end of this, you'll have the foundational tools to start understanding your own cosmic DNA. We're going to demystify this beautiful map and turn that confusion into some real clarity and self-discovery. First things first, what even is a natal chart? Simply put, it's a snapshot of the heavens at the exact moment you were born, taken from the perspective of your birthplace. It's your own unique cosmic blueprint. It shows where all the planets, the sun, and the moon were hanging out in the sky, and which zodiac sign they were in. And we're not talking about those generic newspaper horoscopes. This is a deeply personal map that tells the story of your potential, your challenges, and your life's purpose. To get your own, you'll need three key pieces of info: your birth date, your exact birth time, and your birth city. And that birth time is really the golden ticket, because the sky changes fast. The ascendant, or your rising sign, changes about every 2 hours, and that placement sets up the entire structure of your chart. If you don't know your time, check your birth certificate, it's often there. If you can't find it, don't worry, you can still learn a lot, but some of the details will be a bit fuzzy. Once you have your info, you can head over to a free online chart generator. Websites like astro.com or Cafe Astrology are amazing resources. You'll plug in your details, and boom, out comes your chart. That circle full of symbols. Don't let it overwhelm you. We're about to break it down together. When you're just starting out, the absolute best place to begin is with what astrologers call the Big Three: your sun, moon, and rising signs. These three placements are like the foundational pillars of your personality. They paint a surprisingly detailed picture of who you are. Let's start with the one you probably already know: your sun sign. Your sun sign is your core identity, your ego, and your fundamental purpose. It's the hero of your life story. When you say, "I'm a Leo," you're talking about your sun sign. It describes the main energy you're here to express and what you're consciously trying to become. For example, a Cancer sun is on a journey to understand nurturing and emotional security, while an Aries sun is here to learn about courage and taking the lead. The sun is the what of your being, it's the essential self that you're growing into your entire life. Next up, your moon sign. If your sun is your outer glow, your moon is your inner world. It's all about your emotions, your instincts, and the subconscious patterns that drive you. It's what you need to feel truly safe and cared for. Your moon sign is your emotional language, it's how you react before you've even had a chance to think. This is often a more private side of you, the one you only share with people you really trust. For instance, someone with a Gemini moon might need to talk their feelings out to understand them, while a Taurus moon needs physical comfort and stability to feel grounded. Understanding your moon is the key to understanding your own heart. Finally, we have your rising sign, also known as the ascendant. This is the zodiac sign that was climbing over the eastern horizon at the moment you were born. Think of your rising sign as your social personality. It's the first impression you give and the lens through which you see the world. It often influences your physical appearance and your personal style. For example, a Virgo rising might come across as thoughtful, put together, and a little reserved at first. A Sagittarius rising, on the other hand, might seem adventurous, optimistic, and super friendly. Your rising sign is the front door to your personality, it's what people see before they get to know your sun and moon. Okay, now that you know what the Big Three are, I'm dying to know yours. Take a look at your chart, and drop your sun, moon, and rising signs in the comments below. It's so cool to see all the different cosmic combinations in our community. Beyond the sun and moon, your chart is filled with other planets, and each one represents a different part of your psyche. Let's stick with our movie analogy. If your chart is the story, the planets are the actors, and each one has a specific role to play. First, you have the personal planets. They move pretty quickly across the sky and color your everyday personality and habits. They are Mercury. This is your inner messenger. It's how you think, how you learn, and how you communicate your ideas to the world. Venus. Think of Venus as your inner artist and diplomat. It rules over love, beauty, your values, and your relationship with pleasure and money. It's what you find beautiful and what makes you feel connected to others. Mars. This is your inner warrior. Mars is all about action, drive, passion, and how you go after what you want. It also shows how you express your anger. Then, we have the outer planets. These guys move much more slowly, and they speak to bigger life themes, generational patterns, and deep personal growth. They include Jupiter, the great expander. Jupiter is the planet of luck, growth, and wisdom. It points to where you can find your greatest blessings and where you're meant to broaden your horizons. Saturn, meet the teacher. Saturn represents discipline, responsibility, and life lessons. It shows where you might face challenges, but also where you can build true, lasting mastery. Uranus, the wild card. Uranus is the planet of innovation, rebellion, and sudden flashes of insight. It highlights where you're a little unconventional and where to expect the unexpected. Neptune, the dreamer. Neptune rules dreams, intuition, spirituality, and imagination. It points to where you're most creative, but also where you can sometimes get lost in a fog. Pluto, the transformer. Pluto is all about power, death, and rebirth. It reveals where in your life you'll go through your most profound changes and transformations. Each planet lands in a zodiac sign, which gives its energy a specific style. For example, a Mars in Libra goes after its goals with diplomacy, while a Mars in Scorpio is intensely strategic and focused. So, we have the planets, the what. We have the signs, the how. But where does all this action take place? That's where the houses come in. Your chart is divided into 12 segments, like slices of a pie, called houses. Each house represents a different area of your life. Think of them as the different sets or stages where the story of your life unfolds. The first house, House of Self. This is your front door. Linked to your rising sign, it's all about your identity, your appearance, and the vibe you give off. The second house, House of Value. This is about your stuff and your self-worth. It covers your money, possessions, and how you value yourself. The third house, House of Communication. This is your local neighborhood. It governs how you think and speak, your siblings, and everyday interactions. The fourth house, House of Home and Family. This is your foundation. It's all about your roots, your home life, your parents, and your sense of security. The fifth house, House of Pleasure. This is your playground. It's where you find joy, romance, creativity, and self-expression. The sixth house, House of Daily Routines. This is your workshop. It rules your daily job, your health, your habits, and how you serve others. The seventh house, House of Partnerships. This is the house of we. It's about your significant one-on-one relationships, like marriage and business partners. The eighth house, House of Transformation. This is the mystery box. It deals with deep intimacy, shared finances, secrets, and profound life changes. The ninth house, House of Adventure. This is your window to the world. It's about higher education, long-distance travel, philosophy, and expanding your mind. The 10th house, House of Career. Sitting at the very top of your chart. This is your public legacy. It represents your career, your reputation, and how you make your mark on the world. The 11th house, House of Community. This is your tribe. It rules your friendships, social groups, and your hopes and dreams for the future. The 12th house, House of the Subconscious. This is the mystical, hidden realm. It deals with spirituality, dreams, secrets, and things that lie beneath the surface. By seeing which houses your planets are in, you can see which areas of your life are the most energized. A bunch of planets in your 10th house could suggest a very career-driven person. Lots of action in the 5th could point to a passionate artist. By seeing which houses your planets are in, you can see which areas of your life are the most energized. A bunch of planets in your 10th house could suggest a very career-driven person. Lots of action in the 5th could point to a passionate artist. I know it's a lot to take in. Learning astrology is a journey, not a race, so don't feel like you have to get it all at once. The real magic begins when you start putting the pieces together. Look at your sun sign. What house is it in? What area of life is your soul meant to shine in? Where is your moon, and where do you instinctively seek comfort? Your birth chart is such a powerful tool for self-awareness. It's not a rulebook that locks you into a certain fate, it's a guide that empowers you by showing you the unique energies you're working with. It gives you permission to be all the complex, wonderful, and sometimes contradictory parts of yourself. Thank you so much for joining me on this cosmic journey today. If this video helped you finally start to decode your chart, please give it a like and subscribe for more adventures in astrology. Keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, you are written in the stars.